New Jersey Democratic Senator Robert Menendez is a member of the Foreign Relations Committee and chairs the Subcommittee on International Development and Foreign Assistance. Thank you so much, Senator. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you.
What can the United States do? What more can the President and the White House do to persuade Mubarak that he does need to step down and give up power?
Well, clearly, as the conversations are going in back channels, which is probably the best way to achieve success with Mubarak, there's also the statements that the United States could make that very significant aid to Egypt could be frozen and not forthcoming. And that aid is vital to the Egyptian government. So I think that's a message as well that's very important. And I would also appeal to Mubarak that he has an opportunity to write a chapter in history and of his life in Egypt in a way that not only signed a great accord with Israel, but at the same time could have a transition to a democracy in his country for which he would be remembered versus the violence we see today.
Senator, let me play devil's advocate for a moment, because this aid has been in place since the Camp David Accords were signed in 1979, and the whole point of this was that it was to secure the peace, that Israel and Egypt would get in a 2-to-1 formula all of these billions of dollars to build their security and keep this cold peace, which is held. So wouldn't we be hurting the United States and our own self-interest if we were to cut off aid to Egypt?
Well, it is as an inducement to get Mubarak to understand that, in fact, the loss of that assistance and that standing would further debilitate him. I mean, look, at the end of the day, what we hope for here is a transition to a peaceful and more democratic and open government that is more inclusive of the people of Egypt in a way that meets their demands. Now, maybe Vice President Suleiman can be that a transitional figure. The Egyptian constitution actually says the Speaker of the Parliament takes the office should the President step down. How they would work that out is another issue. But at the end of the day, we want to have a peaceful transition here, and we want to make sure that we are helpful, although we cannot dictate to the Egyptians, obviously, and we won't, but we want to be helpful that that transition is towards a continuing secular government that will live by its agreements with Israel and continue to promote the peace.
Senator Menendez, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.